at FedEx Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Washington Redskins. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Set 91. Let's go one more.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. This is Geis. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 2 yards on the first down carry and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going. They're going to look to throw, and that will be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Simpson. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Flushed out right. And he's going to keep it here. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Simpson, and he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And the drive begins with a run by Geis. Good move at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a run with Geis. And an alley to run. 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. And he will finally be tracked down at the Bills' 7-yard line. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Darius Geis there to make the grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
Let's go. Do it.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Geis. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
2nd and 9 now. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Come on, guys. We got this.
So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick 6 going the other way.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. On 1st down, this is Geis. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. It's caught inside the 25.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now a give, right side, it's Geis. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. These two teams all tied after 1. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Geis. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
60 Pittsburgh. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Right. Mike 51. Now.
They'll drop the throw. That one complete to Elliott. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try.
A 31-yard attempt.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And up top with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Matthews, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Second and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. Check me out. Check 4.
They'll try the left side. Simpson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
56.
On third down, Jackson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
On 3rd down, it's Simpson, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it, and he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. No dice for Sean McDermott and the offense. And the Redskins defense going to take over on the turnover on downs. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll set up to throw. He's got Burton here. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
80 weapons.
They'll run with Geis. And he's taken down inside the 30. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Guys showing he's going to be an important part of this Redskin backfield as he's in there again for first down. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Down. 10 logo. We own it. We own it. Ready?
Geis, they'll try to run it. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Ready?
Mike 51, watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here's 2nd and 8. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. He was looking for Matthews that time. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check 99.
Topper.
Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And an alley to run. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now back to throw. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. So the Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
On the double.
51, come on. Yeah. You don't want none.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Only 2 yards on the carry. That's going to set up a 3rd and long, 3rd and 15 to be exact.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On the set. 50. Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He connected on his first, this from 41. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. Listen.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And last time, one-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing again. Buying time to his left. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Jackson. Going deep downfield for Ross. This is caught inside the 15. A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
On first down, Simpson. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll come out in the pistol. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve.
Ready.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Rabbit, rabbit. Rabbit, rabbit. Let's go.
Following the penalty, it's Geis. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. They almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Here we go.
Ready.
They'll look to throw here. And he's got the hook up to Moore. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job here of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. So it's his 3rd field goal now with the ball game, and they needed his leg. This last one gives him the lead.
It's been a back-and-forth kind of a game, hasn't it? Now you got to tell your defense, guys, need you to make this stand up because we got the momentum going in the right direction, but we need you to make sure we carry it home.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we doing?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Mike 56. Let's make these babies cry all the way back.
Here's Jackson to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Jackson being chased out left. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
To throw is Jackson. Got a man open. It's Ross. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Simpson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and all the way down to the 25-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be taken down, but So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Looking to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. This offense, thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially the skill positions, and then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. He's going to fire one deep left side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. Matthews, the intended target. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a big seam, and he might go all the way. The 40. He's at the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. A 1st down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, Pete. Tighten up. Let's go.
Back to throw here. And that's incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
He'll drop to throw. Going for it all. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Redskins have once again taken the lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, it's Lachlan Edwards to kick it away.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect.
That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. On second down, it's Simpson. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And this is hauled in by Matthews. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. From 3 yards out, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2. From the gun, it's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a 2-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one into the hands of Burton. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is going to be caught. He won the point for the football. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards the pickup there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
He'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They'll drop the throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? In this case, they managed to get it done.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Play action. It's Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. On the ground, it's Geis. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Come on, set. 90, Wolf.
Hey, watch the slide. Watch the slide.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Well, partner, if we had their entire playbook in front of us, I'm not sure we would have picked out that play as the one to run in that situation. How about the guts of the offensive coordinator? Dialing that one up into great success.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, you.
He'll look to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shaq Lawson in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going on the field, but okay, I see you. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory.
Watch the pass.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them.
Today's final score, Bills 27, Redskins 22.